Hey, welcome back to the Real Heroes channel. Got Cory and Nick here, and we're well fed, and we didn't know it this week. We got some Kenobi news yesterday, and this morning Lucasfilm decided to drop a brand new trailer for the Bad Batch on us. Bad Batch is a Lucasfilm animation series that is streaming on May the 4th, which is premiering with a 70-minute long episode.
Huge.
Clone Force 99 is back. The whole gang, Wrecker, Crosshair, Hunter, Tech, Echo. This trailer was badass in all sorts of different ways, and we're here to break it down and talk about it. So, Nick, I know you've watched it a few times. What are your initial thoughts on this one?
Yeah, it's exciting. You know, they were a really good, fresh take from the last season of the Clone Wars. You know, really spiced things up. It was a little bit of a different take from the normal clones, which we got to see, in the 6 prior seasons and one movie. But yeah, it's great to see them get their time in the spotlight and really flesh out their characters a little bit more, play out more of the story. Post episode 3. So it's fun. I think it's going to be a great season, especially just with the animation. I mean, man, a 70-minute premiere. That's big.
It's crazy.
That's big.
It's a mini movie, man, for the first episode of the show. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's been one of the longest Disney Plus premieres for a show, unless I'm mistaken. So it's an animated show.
Sure, yeah, but still, animation's not cheap.
Exactly.
It's expensive, especially the way that it looks. God, I mean, it looks absolutely insane.
Yeah, it looks even better than the last season of Clone Wars, which was a step up from the way it was previously done. So,
and I think I checked on the Disney Plus app. This one is in Dolby Vision HDR, which the Clone Wars Season 7 is not. So you're going to get brighter brights, darker darks, better colors. So, have the best TV you have available ready to watch this one. But, it's not all about the Bad Batch. We got some familiar faces in this trailer, too. We got Tarkin at the beginning, where it looked like he was kind of observing what they could do and maybe analyzing them to see if the Empire could use them. But then towards the end of the trailer, he says he wants them found and wiped out. So I think their disobedience probably has something to do with that. We also got Saw Gerrera at the end. Pre-Forrest Whitaker, Saw Gerrera looked a little more like he did back in the Clone Wars series. And then Fennic Shand popped up, Ming-Na Wen from Mandalorian. So very curious to see how, because the only place we've seen her is in a post-Return of the Jedi world. I'm curious to see what she does in a world between episodes 3 and 4. So really, really cool stuff there. I mean, I have no idea what the plot of this is going to be. Obviously, there's a little kid, right? We saw this kid.
Yeah, Omega.
And Omega is apparently this kid's name, which could that mean that it's the last clone?
It's possible.
Alpha Omega.
Yeah, it's possible.
And obviously, we saw Camino, so we know we're going back to cloning facilities and whatnot. So maybe, maybe that kid has some power or needs to be taken somewhere to be saved or rescued. Who knows?
Yeah, I think he's gonna have some sort of importance. Interesting name to go with. I don't know if that's deliberate from the writers or just like it kind of something they wanted to play around with. I think we also see Naboo at one of the shots. It looks like Naboo, I think, but we'll see. I would imagine we'd see a couple of the prequel planets involved, right? Where the clones were. So it's going to be interesting to see what the actual plot of the story is. Not so much about just, hey, it's the Bad Batch. They're wanted like for work, and then they're wanted to be wiped out.
Yeah.
So it goes from one end to another. How does it happen, and what takes place in the middle of all that? We'll come to find out. The interesting thing that I thought of where the number 99 is the flip opposite of 66.
Okay.
So it's like execute out order 56, wipe out clone squad 99 or clone army 99. So it's
interesting.
It's interesting where
it's like poetry. You see, it rhymes.
Rhymes, yeah. See, like Palpatine says that. Now Tarkin says that, right? So Tarkin's Palpatine's Goonie, right?
Right-hand man. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so it's interesting, like the similarities, the parallels, which we've seen plenty of times before in Star Wars shows and movies. But yeah, I don't know if we'll see any other extra guests, any cameos you think that we might see.
I don't know. I obviously, we're in a post-Episode 3, post-Clone Wars world here, so Jedi are scarce. There aren't any of them left. Obi-Wan is probably hiding. Ahsoka's out there, but who knows where.
Right.
Maybe we could see Vader. There's a chance, if you see Tarkin, you could see Vader. Usually they're in pretty close proximity to each other sometimes. Part of me wondered if the Bad Batch will have anything to do with saving this little feller and getting him off of Coruscant. And
that'd be pretty interesting, right? That'd be
the safety. So
that'd be a pretty interesting tie. If the mentioning of a child or the child, right?
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. So
pretty cool thing to tie them together.
I don't know. I think there's always a chance for surprises. Star Wars loves to pull that kind of stuff on us. So never say never. My real curiosity here, though, I'm curious to see what you think is, are these guys going to survive, or do you think they're going to get blown to smithereens at some point?
Yeah, that's a good question, because if fans really like what they've seen here and what they've done with this show and these characters, they're going to want to do more. They might want a second season, or who knows, they might want to see them in some form of live action, right? Like, imagine seeing this in live action would be pretty cool. Nothing to take away from the animation or the voice actors, right? Because it's their job and kind of keeps everyone working in that department. But for the sake of do they live or do they perish? I think that might depend on maybe whether or not we get a cliffhanger, and if they get wiped out because of how the Empire is forming and just taking over the galaxy. So it's part of me says no, they might hide somewhere, like we've seen Rex and some other Resistance members do, like Saw Gerrera.
Sure.
So that's possible, or maybe a couple of them don't make it, right?
Yeah, I can see a couple of them. I don't think they'll all die, because Disney did that a couple years ago with Rogue One, and I don't want that to become the default. Oh, we've created new characters between Episode 3 and Episode 4. Well, what do we do? Oh, fuck it, kill them all. I'd like to see
time now.
Yeah, I'd like to see some of them survive. Whether they have to go, into hiding or lay low or whatever. Maybe they don't all make it. Wrecker probably would have a tough time going into hiding, because he's like twice the size of a normal human being. But
I could see Wrecker getting KO'd.
Yeah, and it'd be emotional, because he's like the happy spirit of the team, So I don't know.
I could see him and Hunter not making it.
Yeah, which is interesting, because Hunter's kind of like the de facto leader of the group, right?
Yeah, he's the leader. Like,
he's the Metal Gear Solid looking one.
Yeah.
Of the five. So
I don't
know.
The John Rambo.
I think Echo will survive, because as we saw in Clone Wars, he's been through enough. We don't need to kill him. Dude was in stasis and now is basically a cyborg, so that's fun. So so maybe Crosshair, Tech, and Echo make it out, and Wrecker and Hunter don't. But I guess time will tell. We're only about 5 weeks away from the 70-minute premiere, and then weekly episode drops on Fridays after that. So
how many episodes are we getting again?
They haven't said yet. Early rumors were for 12, but if they're starting off with a mini movie, it might be less than that. I don't know.
10.
Yeah, maybe 10. Pretty solid. I'd be so.
As long as the story is fleshed out enough and not doesn't skim, but doesn't drag things out either. So
all about the all killer, no filler style of doing TV now. Which
exactly.
Disney Plus has the luxury of doing that. They don't have to do 22 episode seasons because of ABC or NBC telling them they have to or whatever. So pretty good stuff, man. I'm excited. What's your hype level out of 10 on this one after seeing the trailer?
I'd say probably at maybe about an 8.5. I'm pretty psyched for this. Like I said, I watched those episodes quite a few times a year ago, or almost a year ago.
God, it's been that long, hasn't it?
I know, crazy. So it's been fun to kind of again get that information and the news that it's coming and it's official, and we can binge a season like this,
enjoy it, and talk about it on the show.
Exactly. Yep. So I'm pretty hyped. What about you?
Good. Probably in the same. I'm trying not to get too excited for it because I know that it's kind of like side mission-y Star Wars type stuff, but at the same time, I'm just hyped for anything new, which is horrible. We're all spoiled because back in the day,
pretty much.
Like think about it when the prequels were coming out and we were like teenagers or whatever. You had to wait 3 years for a new Star Wars anything, right?
Yeah,
now we're like, it's been 4 months. I'm ready for something. I'm starving here, And now we're getting
levels.
1 animated series a year. We're getting 1 to 2 live action series. Movies are coming back in a couple of years. It's nuts, man.
Yeah, it's nuts, and it's exciting and curious.
Yep, very curious as to where it goes. We've only got so much time we can fill in between 3 and 4. They've lived in that time period quite
for
a bit,
while.
So
Yeah.
We'll see. But yeah, man, that's I think that's a good place for us to wrap it up for this one. Hopefully you guys are excited for this show like we are. If you are, please leave a comment below. Let us know where your hype levels are for it. Make sure to check it out on Disney Plus starting on May the 4th. If you're new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe, turn on those notifications, give us a thumbs up and a like on the video. We're going to have some more coming down the pike this week. We've got some Talkin' Winter Soldier reviews and explanation videos coming. So make sure to stay tuned for more. Until next time, we will see you guys in the next